Okay, we're live. Sorry about that. For anyone's here, it looked like the Flying Dutchman is here, and that's about it.
So what are you sorry about?
I was just apologizing for the fact that I jumped up right after I pushed the live button in order to put a light on above to get a little more light on us, on the subject.
All right, here we are, another one of these YouTube extravaganzas. These huge live stream experiences where everybody comes out from the ends of the earth to join us here on our lives.
A little sarcasm there.
Just a little bit sarcastic here today.
Harlan Handler is here.
All the way from Philadelphia.
Pittsburgh.
Same thing.
Nice of you to join us, Hesh.
Dr. Hesh to you.
We got two. It says one up there.
We have found that the numbers of viewers that they display is often a little inaccurate.
Seems that way because it says one, but we actually have at least two.
Maybe you actually have one.
Well, why?
Somebody left.
No, now we have Carrie Barber.
All right, nice to see you, Carrie. I'm glad you could show up here, keep us company a little bit as we deal with the dismal experience of trying to do a live here on YouTube, making it a little bit less dismal when you show up.
Yes, quite a bit less dismal. Jose Jonathan Portillo.
Portillo. What the heck?
But we know who that is.
It's Nostalgia Kid. Never fear, Nostalgia Kid's here.
Nice to see you, Nostalgia Kid, in two places today.
That's right. Oh, yeah. He checked in to our live stream that we just did a few minutes ago. We finished that on TikTok. So you were there, and now you're over here, too. That is dedication. That's very touching.
Harlan wants to know, who are some of your favorite Femme Fatales?
You talking about in real life, in my real life experiences, Dr. Hesh? Or are you talking about in film noir history? You know, like who's these, all of the famous ones?
Lauren Bacall.
Yeah, of course, Gene Tierney.
Oh, of course, Gene Tierney from Laura fame.
Her most famous movie.
And, well, there's so many others. Gloria Graham.
You can go down the list.
Oh, well, he wants us to go down the list. Well, I don't know. Who you choose as your number one?
Well, I'd say, well, her name is eluding me now. Pick Up on South Street. Who was the one in Pick Up on South Street?
Jean Peters.
Oh, yeah, Jean Peters. It slipped my tongue there. You know who that one was? Harlan Handler. She's not one of the most famous in the history.
But have you ever seen Pick Up on South Street? We recommend. That's a great film noir.
Not so famous like a lot of others.
Yes, not one of the most famous ones, but it's a great one. It takes place right here in New York City.
And we are very partial to New York City noir.
Yeah, we do love New York noir.
You know, the majority of the film noir movies took place in California. I mean, understandably enough, because, you know, that's Hollywood. Is located there, so it was very convenient to shoot them there. But we think that New York City is the quintessential noir location.
When you think about it, doesn't that make sense? It makes sense to us perfectly.
You know, because the claustrophobia feeling fits in with noir.
Yes, because New York is so claustrophobic, especially Manhattan, all the skyscrapers, you know, close proximity.
Crowding together, you know, you feel like you don't have your privacy.
And at the same time that you don't have much privacy in New York, there's also a lot of loneliness.
And that's based on reality too, right? So that all figures into the whole feeling. It's just right. It's the perfect atmosphere.
Perfect ambiance for film noir. Anyway, Pick Up on South Street. Jean Peters, that's your choice. Well, that's a good choice. She was a very attractive woman in that film.
I'll say. She was beyond attractive. She was smoking hot.
Smoking hot. Okay, I won't disagree with you. Okay, my choice would be Gene Tierney. Oh, another Gene.
Yeah, Gene Peters, Gene Tierney. How about what a coincidence that is?
That's quite a coincidence, right? Gene Tierney, especially in Laura, most famous of her movies, but she's in a lot of them. Of course, there are a lot of beautiful and alluring femme fatales.
You know, even if they were not so hot, some of them they were alluring in other ways.
Yes, usually they were pretty hot though. Okay, you're so good. Austin says, "How old were you when you started?" Well, I started about 38 years ago.
So figure it out. He was 110 at the time. He goes, "What are you now? About 148?"
Well, I won't say exactly.
He's always so reticent to say exactly how old he is. Just say it. Who cares? Nobody cares. Everybody knows you're old. So what's the difference? What the exact number is?
Well, I will just decline for now, but 38 years ago. Okay, so I was, let's say, a young man.
Not even so young at that time. I mean, you were already, I'd say, kind of old.
I wasn't old. I was a young man in those days. All right. Well, yeah. Now I'm an old man. I admit it. Okay. So that's how long I've been doing it. All right. So let's see if anyone else joins us.
Why don't you share? Hey guys, we got 10 of you here. That's almost our record. You know, have we ever had more than
that? In all these lives, we've been doing lives on YouTube now for, well, off and on for a few months. But in the last few weeks, we've done it 6, 7 times, 8 times maybe. And of course, if you've been joining us, you'll know that we always get very small turnouts here on YouTube.
Yeah, pretty dismal. Today on TikTok, it was pretty lousy also. Nostalgia Kid, you were there. You know that. Anybody else here today on TikTok?
Was there anyone else who is here now who also joined us in our TikTok live? Yes, very disappointing today. Very small numbers. But small numbers for us means that we were hovering around 100. I'd say averaging 100.
Which really sucks for us. I mean, when you think about it, a few months ago, we were averaging about 2,000.
For a little while, we were getting up there, about 2,000 averaging. So like in those days, if we got under 1,000, we were really disappointed. Now it's like, oh my God. I mean, the last couple of lives on TikTok, we had a few hundred, so it was improving a bit. Today, we were averaging less than 100, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say also the average, so it really sucked.
Don't know what's going on here, but YouTube still is a lot worse. Because look at it, guys, 9 people. Well, anyway, so the answer, whose question was it about how many people we have?
I think it's your own question. I think you were asking yourself the question.
Maybe I was just asking myself how many people. Wondering out loud, musing.
So what do you think? Oh yeah, no, I think I did ask you. Come to think of it, like what's the most we've had here on YouTube?
Yeah, for our YouTube lives, I think 11 or 12 is the most we ever had at any one given time.
That's pretty pathetic, don't you think, guys?
Yeah, really. When you consider we've got 2,500 subscribers to our channel,
and a whole bunch of other fans who, we send the notifications to.
And then we can never get more than 10, 11, 12. Right now, there's 7 of you. So, hello to all of you who are here, including Sir Wharf.
Oh, nice to see you, Sir Wharf. You sound familiar. You've been here before, definitely. I definitely recognize that name.
I do too. We also have Comics Mate. Who's that? Hey, mate, how do I get in contact with you? I'd love to get you guys on our show one day.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Okay, Comic Mate, send an email to us. Go to our YouTube About page and click the email. That will open up the email link. Or you can jot it down now.
Trillo@Geffner.com.
Okay, easy, because I'm Trillo, he's Suede.
Together we're Trillo and Suede.
So the email is Trillo@Geffner.
That's his alter ego. Jonathan Geffner, named after a deranged fan.
Now, a deranged fan who bears quite a resemblance to me, often confused with me. Last name is Geffner.
So there are 2 L's in Trillo and 2 F's in Geffner.
Okay, get those double letters. Trillo@Geffner.com. That's the email.
So send us an email. We'll check it out and get back to you.
Okay, it sounds interesting. We do a lot of podcasts, guests on various podcasts. So is that what you're talking about? I guess a podcast of some sort?
Well, I guess he'll let you know. He'll let us know the details.
Do tell us the details. Bunch of times. Yes, Sir Worf.
Glad to see you again.
Okay.
And you're welcome, Comics Mate.
Yes, Comics Mate. Very welcome.
How'd you find us here, Comics Mate? Notice how we can actually have individual chats here because, like, nobody's here.
Well, almost nobody, but we do have a few friends still here. Oh, we didn't say hello to Ivan Escobar. Are you still there?
Nice to see you, Ivan. And how did you find us?
How did you discover us? Were you notified? Are you one of those very few people who seems to be notified when we go live on YouTube?
That is notified by YouTube itself.
Yeah, that's always nice to know that at least some people are getting notified. Or do you find out about us another way?
Like maybe you were on TikTok and you heard our announcement about it today.
We did announce, we invited all the people over there who were in our TikTok live.
All 2 or 3 of them.
Okay, well, not that bad, but yeah, I guess at the point we were saying goodbye, we had about 100 people a little while ago. Invited them all. I wonder if any of them came over, aside from Nostalgia Kid.
So maybe Ivan's one of them?
And maybe Comics Mate is one of them?
Or Sir Worf?
Yes, Sir Worf. Hey, this goes for everybody here. All 8 of you, apparently, who are still here. If you want to, always make sure you're notified when we are about to go live, when we're planning to go live.
Just send us an email also.
Yes, send us an email. So every time we plan to go live, whether it's here on YouTube or on TikTok, we send out a notification to our email list.
If you want to be on the list. So send us an email. Tell us, so we'll see what your email is. And say in the subject bar, just put add me. Okay, simple enough.
Yeah, so just write or type add me in the subject bar. We'll know to add you to the notification list. So that way, every time we decide to go live,
wherever it is, here or on TikTok or any place else for that matter, we will notify you.
By email. You'll get the details. You'll get the links. All right, so anybody interested in being on the list, if you're not already on the list, send us that email.
All right, so I think we're going to take a final call here today.
Yes, since we have quite a small crowd.
As usual, but an important crowd.
Yes, the important people always show up here, so we appreciate your presence, everybody.
You small number of loyal listeners and viewers.
So final call. Anybody have any comments or questions for us? Type it in right now before we say goodbye.
All right, still, we got all day, folks.
We don't actually have all day.
Take your time, guys. We're just hanging here. We've got nothing else to do.
Well, we do have a lot of things to do. All right, here Sir Worf says, who was the other guy?
Who are you talking about, the other guy?
I don't know what you mean by the other guy. You mean another puppet partner?
Oh, Trillo's got a bunch of other puppet partners. It's not just me. I mean, I'm his main guy, because we're detective partners.
So since we're a detective duo, I spend most of my time these days with Suede. But I do have a bunch of other puppet partners. So I don't know, maybe you saw one of the other ones? Schmendrick?
Or Ezra?
Or Mrs. Levinsky?
Or Danny? Or Uncle Flunkel?
Or Chippy? That takes care of my main other partners. Harlan, you're saying goodbye. Okay, goodbye to you also.
He beat us to it.
That's right. He beat us to it because we're about to say goodbye.
But we'll lose him officially.
Okay. What happened to Chippy? Well, Chippy's still here, but I've been focusing on trying to build up our accounts, as Trillo and Suede, focusing on that.
Both here and also on TikTok. So that's why we haven't really appeared. You haven't appeared with the other guys for a long time, huh?
Well, last week I appeared with Schmendrick a couple of times. I did lives on TikTok.
And they sucked.
Yeah, they sucked. But today we had one that sucked.
That's as far as the numbers go. I'm not talking about the quality of the ventriloquism, which happens to always be excellent.
Yes, I'm also not talking about the quality of what we do. I'm talking about sucking in the fact that nobody shows up, so few people show up. So I thought it's because people would be more interested in Trillo and Suede. But here, and now I'm totally confused.
And I am too, to tell you the truth. I'm sort of at my wit's end. Because here we are, focusing on what we do best ourselves, Trillo and Suede. And And like we had a very small turnout on TikTok.
And the usual small turnout here on YouTube. Okay, Kara Barber is asking, so we're mustache? What mustache? Oh, Schmendrick. You're talking about, yeah, Schmendrick's the one with the mustache.
Well, he's here all right, but he was kind of fired temporarily.
He was put on the bench because we had such a small turnout when I used him a couple of times in the lives. But then again, I told you I'm rethinking. Maybe I'll bring him back because, I mean, like, what the heck? Our live today was also a very small turnout. So don't know what the answer is.
Yeah, what the heck? Bring him back. I don't take it personally. I don't really care.
That's one good thing. He doesn't care if I use other puppets. You know, he's always got things to do.
I could always hang out at the Last Exit nightclub with some hot dames. You catch my drift?
I'm sure they do. Okay. So I guess that wraps it up for today. Guys, thanks for showing up, those few of you who are here. And keep spreading the word about us, please.
You know, share the content.
Share our videos when you watch our videos here. And, you know, comment, like.
You know the drill, guys.
Yeah, you know the drill. All right. Shirley's basic character account and the YouTube channel. You think so? Maybe. All right.
See you soon, guys.
Take care.